grown up will influence the way that you approach life. It will influence your relationship, your decisions towards money, whether in a good or a bad way. How did you see the relationship with your mom and your dad growing up as a child? Because that relationship will have a great impact on the relationship that you do have now. If you grew up in an environment where you always see your mom bossing up and being the person to be the breadwinner, getting everything done, then more than likely that's the kind of person that you're gonna be growing up. But there has to be a balance. We have to find a way to move away from the dysfunctions that we've seen in our families and not carry that along with us into our future. Because not all of us have been grown up in an environment where everything is peaches and cream. We have to find a way how to detach ourselves from the dysfunctional stuff or the negative things that we've seen in our family. It's called like a generational curse that you have to be aware of and that you have to break. We all have a default setting, and what do I mean by that is we react in a certain way that we're used to, the familiar. And until we decide to, if it's a negative default setting, until we decide to change or approach things differently, this is what we're going to always go back to. Your background will determine how you see money, how you feel about God, your spiritual life, paying bills, everything. What kind of house did you live in? Was it easy? Was it hard? All this will affect your moving forward. This is like an outline that you have in your head based on where you're coming from. But you want to have a positive outlook. You want to change that vision. Change that vision into something more positive and break that generational bondage. You have to revision your life's path. Don't allow the misfunctions of you growing up to affect you moving forward, to affect your relationships and the way that you think. You need to make a deliberate decision to have a more positive outlook. You have to have an attitude of gratitude, honey, because the same thing that you have within inside of you, that's the same thing that you're gonna attract. Have you been grown up in an environment where you see men and women thriving, owning businesses, cars, making a lot of money? Are you afraid of trying something new, different, uplifting, and fulfilling because of what your friends or family are gonna say about you? Well, honey, let me tell you this. Don't be afraid to step out and do something great. Don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone and do something awesome that's gonna impact you, your future, your finances, your generations to come. You want to surround yourself with positive people who are gonna embrace you, embrace your uniqueness, and empower you to do something beautiful. Because this life is for all of us. This life has space for everybody. So if you're seeing somebody doing something really great and you're like, oh my God, you're a great person, you're a great person, you're a great person, don't feel intimidated. There's a lot of greatness out in this world for you, and you. You want to live in the abundance. So we have to position our mind not to think less than, but to think more than. Because that is what we are. Stop looking at what you don't have and start to focus on what you do have. Maybe it's a vision or an idea or a business plan that God has placed in your heart. Find the boldness and the confidence that you have within you to bring that forward and pull on through. Affirm yourself. Speak positive about yourself, because this is the only way that you're going to change your vision. This is where the power lies. The brokenness that you've gone through does not define you. It is not for you to carry with you. It is for you to grow and to learn and to mature so that you can be a more beautiful and rounded person, so that you can gain wisdom, so you can help another person. Don't stay depressed. Don't stay sad. Don't stay weighed down. Uplift yourself and go out there, because somebody needs your help. Somebody can relate to what you've been through. Somebody needs to hear what you have to say in order to help them from the pit that they're in. There's room for all of us to build, inspire, and encourage each other. So step out in boldness. Do it for your family. Do it for your friends. But most importantly, do it for yourself. Take the time to invest and build in yourself. Because when you build in yourself, then you're able to build someone else. Find some positive affirmations to speak over yourself. And you want to do this daily to invest in yourself in order to change your vision about your future. And most importantly, you want to have faith. People have different levels of faith. You want to ensure that you have the boldness and the confidence to go out and to do what is it that you love to do that will inspire somebody else. If you've been grown up in an environment where you've been always discriminated, that's going to be your default setting. You're going to discriminate other people, but you want to change that. And the first thing you should do is to encourage another person instead of discriminating them. So these are little things that we need to do as individuals to make ourselves better persons. Invest in yourselves and never stop building. And while you're doing that, you want to help another person to get to the next level. Okay? So until next time, I'm your girl Tavii. Bye-bye.